Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we shall discuss certain neo-Freudian personality theories. We have already discussed in a different video what Sigmund Freud's personality theory is all about, the id, ego and superego, right? So, these are a few psychiatrists or psychologists who have proposed different theories and a bit contrasting to Sigmund Freud's theory. Okay, like Alfred Adler, Erik Erikson, Carl Jung and Karen Horney, they are the major contributors to psychology and to understanding human personality. Okay, let us see what they have proposed. Coming to Alfred Adler's theory, he proposed that human psychology, like human personality, is more like Alfred Adler is the one who proposed the concept of inferiority complex. No, inferiority complex, something where when people start feeling inferior or not so worthy, if they do not feel worthy of themselves, or if they do not feel like satisfying or meeting the standards of the society, then that sets in that inferiority complex in the human beings, be it from the early childhood or the adolescent stage or the early years of life. During those early years of life, people who face this inferiority complex or that lack of self-worth or not being a match to the societal standards, such people when they grow older, they try to dominate others. They try to dominate others and show their superiority over others. That is how the personality will be shaped like. So this proposal is according to Alfred Adler. Okay, so he has proposed this inferiority complex and how people with inferiority complex when they grow older try to dominate others and show their superiority complex. Like we often come across such kind of personalities, no, right? Around us we observe certain people who always try to dominate others, who always try to prove that they are right and the other person is wrong. They always try to show their superiority feeling or their superiority over others. So the basis of that may be found in their childhood years, where they might have felt inferior or they might have suffered this inferiority complex. So that childhood experience or childhood inferior complex might have grown into showing dominance over others when they grow older. Okay, so this is, it gives us certain insights into understanding people, like why certain people behave in a certain way. Okay, similarly, Alfred Adler also proposed that personality is a conscious social process. Like we as individuals, we build our personality consciously and also as a social process. Like he has proposed that we always seek social approval or social affiliation, and we behave consciously in such a way that we get that social approval. Okay, so that is another proposal by Alfred Adler. Okay, and he has also proposed another interesting concept of personality, like eldest, youngest and middle child concept of personality. Like for example, when a baby is born into a family, right, that baby becomes the eldest child and he gets all the attention from the parents. Okay, so he is very happy. But when the second child comes, then this first child, that child has to part with the attention. that child has to share that attention which he used to get completely to himself, to the newborn sibling. Okay, so what this first child does is, they try to become overachievers. They try to, achieve a lot in the life. They want, they put in lots and lots of effort to, lots of struggle to achieve success in life, so that they can get back that attention. Okay, so whatever attention they had to part or they had to share with their sibling, they, when they grow older, when they grow up, they try to regain that attention by becoming overachievers. Okay, by focusing more on success and achievement and goal orientation and traits like that. Okay, so that is the concept of eldest child. And according to Alfred Adler, the youngest child in the family, usually the youngest child of the family, they will end up as spoiled brats. That is what Alfred has proposed. Okay, the youngest child in the family, maybe because of the overprotectiveness or because of the over attention paid to that person, or things like that. Mostly the young children or the youngest child, they will be spoiled people when they grow up as adults. Okay, and in the middle child concept, like when there are 3 children in a family, right? So the middle, what happens to the middle child is, according to this theorist, okay, according to Alfred Adler, like the middle child will have a great opportunity. Like he can balance, he is observing the youngest as well as the eldest child. Okay, so this middle child will have an opportunity to balance the oldest and the youngest siblings, difficulties or the lack of something in the 2 children. Okay, so this middle child will try to gain opportunities to, sober himself. He will be more balanced, not as overachiever as the eldest child and not as spoiled as the youngest child. So in between, he will end up being more, more authentic or more conscious or more rational. Okay, so this is the concept of youngest, eldest and the middle child that is proposed by this new Freudian theorist, Alfred Adler. Okay, I think this is interesting, and this definitely throws light on the human nature, like why do we behave a certain way. Okay, thank you.